Hi students, in today's session I am going to explain the Gibbs free energy, that is definition of Gibbs free energy and Gibbs free energy and network done by the system from lesson 7 thermodynamics. First let us see the definition of Gibbs free energy. So here the definition is G is equal to H minus Ts. So what is G? So G is Gibbs free energy. G is equal to H. H means enthalpy. H minus Ts. So here T is temperature and S is entropy. So G is equal to H minus Ts. So G is Gibbs free energy. At the same time, G is a extensive property. What do you mean by extensive property? The property that depends on the mass or the size of the system. So that is known as extensive property. So extensive property means the property that depends on the mass or the size of the system. So that is Gibbs free energy extensive property. And next one is H. So H is enthalpy and next one is T. T is temperature and next one is S. So S is entropy. And next one is, and it is a single valued state function. What do you mean by state function? So already we know that two function is present. One is state function and another one is path function. So state function means a thermodynamic system can be defined by using the variables. So that is pressure, volume, temperature, number of moles. A state function is a thermodynamic property of a system which has a specific value for a given state and does not depend on the path or manner by which the particular state is reached. Once again I explain what do you mean by state function. State function means a thermodynamic system can be defined by using the variables that is pressure, volume, temperature and number of moles. A state function is a thermodynamic property of a system which has a specific value for a given state and does not depend on the path or manner by which the particular state is reached. So that is state function. So what do you mean by Gibbs free energy? So Gibbs free energy is G is equal to H minus Ts. So here G means that is extensive property Gibbs free energy, H is enthalpy and another one is T, so that is temperature and S is entropy. So here extensive property means the property that depends on the mass or the size mean that is mass and size of the system mean that is extensive property. Then what do you mean by intensive property? That is does not depend on the mass or size mean that is the intensive property. But Gibbs free energy is an extensive property only. And next one, let us consider a system which undergoes a change of state from state 1 to state 2 at constant temperature. So first it is change. So change means final minus initial. So here state 1 to state 2 at constant temperature. So which undergoes a change of state from state 1 to state 2 at constant temperature. So how to write this one? So here temperature is constant. So how to write this one G2 minus G1. Final minus initial, that is equal to. Here H represents enthalpy. So temperature only constant here. Otherwise entropy, enthalpy, everything is normal. So here temperature only constant. So H2 minus H1. And T is temperature. So you write like this. That is T only. What is remaining? S. So S represents S2 minus S1. Okay. So how to write this one? G2 minus G1. So that is equal to del G. So here this equation becomes del G. So del G means G2 minus G1. Del H means that is H2 minus H1. Because that is change in Gibbs free energy, change in enthalpy, and next one del S means that is S2 minus S1. This is change in entropy. So Gibbs free energy, enthalpy, entropy. So here change in Gibbs free energy means G2 minus G1. Change in enthalpy means H2 minus H1, that is final minus initial. And next one change in entropy, that is S2 minus S1. Okay. So apply this one is here. So now this equation becomes G2 minus G1 mean that is del G is equal to H2 minus H1 mean that is del H minus T is constant term only. So minus T S2 minus S1. So S2 minus S1 mean that is del S. So here del G is equal to del H minus T del S. So define Gibbs free energy means just you write G is equal to H minus Ts. And next one, let us consider a system which undergoes a change of state from state 1 to state 2 at constant temperature mean write this equation del G is equal to, so change in Gibbs free energy mean del G is equal to del H minus T del S. So that's all. And next one is Gibbs free energy and net work done by the system. Okay, let us see the Gibbs free energy and net work done by the system. For any system at constant pressure and temperature, that is del G is equal to del H minus T del S. So for any system at constant pressure and temperature, the equation is del G is equal to del H minus T del S. Here del G already you know that is change in Gibbs free energy. Del H change in enthalpy. T is temperature, that is constant term only. And next one is del S, that is change in entropy. Okay, already we know that del H value. So what is del H? So del H is equal to change in internal energy del U plus P del V. So here pressure is constant, here temperature is constant. Del V mean that is change in volume. So already we know that this equation del H is equal to del U plus P del V. So del H you know that is change in enthalpy. Del U, so U represent internal energy, del U mean final minus initial, so that is U2 minus U1. So internal energy means that is change in internal energy del U. And next one here P is pressure. So here volume. So final minus initial mean V2 minus V1. So V2 minus V1 mean that is change. So change in volume is del V. Okay. And then next one, apply this one in equation 1. So I take this equation as 1. So here you know the del H value. So del H value is applied in equation number 1. Okay. So therefore, del G is equal to, what is del H? That is del U plus P del V. So del U plus P del V. So what is remaining here? Minus T del S. Okay. And then next one, from first law of thermodynamics, if work is done by the system. So first law, second law, third law, already know that. So here from first law of thermodynamics, work is done by the system. Here not work is done on the system. Work is done by the system. Work is done by the system means, what is del U value? Internal energy is equal to Q minus W. So this is work is done by the system. This is first law of thermodynamics. And second law of thermodynamics. From second law of thermodynamics, del S is equal to Q by T. Del S is equal to Q by T. So first we write Gibbs free energy, change in Gibbs free energy, and next one change in internal energy. You know that. Apply del H values in equation number 1. So we get del G is equal to del U plus P del V minus T del S. Already we know that work is done by the system mean from the first law of thermodynamics, del U is equal to Q minus W. And del S is equal to Q by T. This is the second law of thermodynamics. So apply this one in this equation number 2. So del U value and del S value. So apply this. So therefore del G is equal to, del U is Q minus W plus P into del V minus T into, what is del S value? That is Q by T. Okay. So now cancel this term. So here temperature is cancelled. And next one plus Q and here minus Q. So this one is cancelled. So what is remaining? Del G is equal to minus W plus P del V. So now multiply with minus. So multiply by minus. So this equation becomes minus del G is equal to W minus P del V. Okay. Here minus P del V represents the work done due to expansion against a constant external pressure. Therefore, it is clear that the decrease in free energy. So here minus del G, so that is decrease in free energy. Accompanying a process taking place at constant temperature and pressure is equal to the maximum work obtainable from the system other than the work of expansion. Okay students, so that's all for definition of Gibbs free energy and Gibbs free energy and network done by the system. Thank you students.